the dust chokes the last gasp of civilization. A plague, relentless and unforgiving, has brought humanity to its knees. In a desolate, abandoned laboratory, a single vial holds the cure. Fragile, precious, the last hope. But a seismic tremor, a cruel hand of fate, forces an impossible choice. Your family, trapped in a collapsing bunker nearby, or the last bastion of mankind's survival, teetering on the edge of oblivion. Only one can be saved. Feel the tremor, the desperate pleas of your loved ones echoing against the silence of a dying world. The vial shimmers, a beacon against the encroaching darkness. Which future will you shatter? Which screams will haunt your waking nightmare?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This isn't a choice between good and evil. It's a brutal collision of primal instinct and ultimate utility. Is the bond of blood stronger than the burden of an entire species? The guilt, a suffocating shroud, will cling to you no matter what. You become either the monster who let their blood perish or the hero who condemned humanity. The abyss stares back, demanding a soul. The world, parched and dying, clings to a single thread. A child prodigy, barely a teenager, whose mind holds the blueprint for reversing ecological collapse. They're our last chance. But destiny, a cruel puppeteer, places them and your own beloved child in the path of an unforeseen disaster, a crumbling ruin, collapsing with agonizing slowness. You and only you can reach one. The other will be crushed, lost forever. Listen to their intertwined cries, the ticking clock of crumbling stone, the weight of a dying planet on your shoulders. One life, your blood, or the singular mind that could save us all. Choose. Now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This isn't just a choice. It's a vivisection of the soul. Can you sever the most profound bond known to man for the abstract greater good? To save a world, must you extinguish your own universe? The echoes of the unchosen child will follow you, a chilling reminder of a salvation bought with an unforgivable price. Both your children, innocent and vibrant, are struck by a malevolent, unknown disease. It gnaws at their futures, threatens to steal them entirely. Doctors present an impossible solution, an experimental treatment that can save one completely, restoring them to perfect health. But the cost? The other child will endure a lifetime of excruciating, debilitating pain, their very existence a living nightmare. You must choose who receives which fate. Look into their eyes, the fragile hope, the burgeoning terror. One will live free, the other will suffer endlessly, and your hand will have cast the die. Hear their whispers in your mind. Why me? Why not me?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The darkest corner of parenthood, where love is twisted into an instrument of torment. How do you weigh one child's agony against another's joy, when both are born of your own flesh? This decision will not end when the choice is made. It will fester, a permanent wound, poisoning every moment of joy and magnifying every pang of guilt until your dying breath. You sit on the highest court, the last bastion of justice. But the world teeters on the precipice of a cataclysmic war, a conflict that promises to engulf continents and extinguish billions. The ultimatum is chillingly clear: publicly execute an individual whom you know, beyond any shadow of a doubt, to be innocent. Refusal means immediate, unspeakable global carnage. Your gavel, your conscience, hold the fate of humanity hostage. The silence of the courtroom screams. The innocent's bewildered gaze pierces your soul. The specter of global devastation looms large, whispering its demands. Will you uphold the sacred law, or betray it for the sake of survival?
10.
What price peace?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the ultimate corruption of power, where morality is sacrificed on the altar of expediency. Can a just society be built on an act of unforgivable injustice? The execution of one life to save millions, a calculus of horror. You become the architect of peace, but also the executioner of truth, forever stained by the blood of an innocent sacrifice to a cynical world. Imagine a device, Chronos, that allows you one single alteration to history to prevent a global catastrophe, a genocide, a world war, a devastating plague. But there's a cosmic truth. Your very existence, every memory, every person you've ever loved, is a direct consequence, a ripple effect of that tragedy. To undo it is to erase yourself, to never have been, to vanish utterly from the fabric of time. The choice is yours, and yours alone. Feel the warmth of your loved one's hands, the joy of your own life, slipping through your fingers. Hear the echoes of millions who suffered, demanding salvation. Will you choose the oblivion of heroism or the certainty of your own selfish existence?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma transcends morality. It challenges the very concept of self. To willingly choose non-existence for the sake of an improved past is the ultimate act of self-sacrifice, or perhaps the ultimate delusion. Does your life, however cherished, outweigh the collective suffering of humanity? The ghost of your potential existence will haunt the annals of a history you never lived.